Hello everyone. So now today we are discussing the second part of the file system chapter of module 4. In the last lecture we covered the concepts of file. In that we discussed what is file, what is file, what are the different types of files, how the file is organized in the system, operations on file. That everything we have covered in the previous lecture. Now we are going to discuss the next topic, file access methods. So here we'll discuss the access, how you are going to access the files. So there are two methods we are using to access the files. One is sequential access, another one is direct access. Sequential means we are going to access the values information of the content of the file one by one or in a sequential manner. So for that we are executing the instructions read next and write next, and to reset the position we are using reset, and no read after the last write or rewrite. So we cannot read the information after the last write because the pointer is pointing at this last location. Afterwards we cannot do any read operation because the pointer is pointing at the end of the file. So another way we are using to access the file contents, that is direct access. So instead of accessing, for example, if you want to access the information or you want to read the content of 10th line, instead of going from 1 2 3 4 line, we will go to the line number 10 directly. So using this read operation followed by n. So n is the relative block number, that is, or the line number you are giving. So directly the cursor will go move to that location and you can start the reading. Even you want to write the 1000, there are 2000 lines and you want to write the or update the content at the 1000th line, then you write here n value is 1000. So like that, even you can also, if you want to write a two or more lines you want to add in between, or words you want to add, or you want to do the corrections, you can reposition the cursor or the pointer anywhere in the file by using the reposition of a file operation. So here we are using, after positioning the cursor or a pointer at that specified location, you can carry out the sequential read and write operations, that is read next and write next. And then you can also use the rewrite an operation. So these are the different ways we are going to use to access the file contents, that is sequential access and direct access, or even you can access the file sequentially or directly from the disk also. So n is what relative block number that we are going to use to access the file directly. So this is one example where we are going to see. So this is a file block containing the file, and the current position of the file is pointing in the middle of the block, and here you can start reading and writing from this position. If you want to write or read contents, it is possible only from this, and we can move in the forward direction. And if you want to start reading of the file at the beginning, then you have to rewind from the current position to the beginning of the file or anywhere in the file. So this is a way we are going to use. Until what extent you can go on reading in the forward till you reach to the end of the file, till what extent we can go rewinding till you reach to the beginning of the file. This is the way we are going to use to access the file sequentially. So next we'll see how the sequential access and the direct access files are going to be implemented in the so see here, the first column, it will show you how to access the contents of the file sequentially, and it is going to show the implementation for direct access. So here you are going to use the reset operation to set the position or the cursor or pointer of a file, and here we are using the cp. This is a cp is equal to n, that is called as the relative address. We are pointing to the beginning of the file, that is 0, and here you are using read next operation to start reading one by one. So here you carry out the read operation first. You are copying or reading the content of the position 0, and then you are moving the pointer to the next position. Like that also here we are using the read write next. You will go on writing the operation one after another sequentially, but here we have to place the cursor at the cp, and it will go on writing from the position cp, and then it will start writing to the next position, if is equal to cp plus 1. So this is how we are going to read and write, perform the write operations in a sequential and direct access. This is one example that is used for index and relative files here. So this is a one index table where all the records are going to be maintained, and these are the last names we are using for the indexing. And here are the logical record numbers. Their record numbers are going to map to the records that are going to be maintained in the physical file. That is a relative address, we are going to call it as, that you studied in the memory management unit. So this is the way we are going to access. So if you want to get a record Smith, then this is a logical record number pointing to the relative file of this record. So how we can identify indexing, we are using last name. So here it will get the, or this is a pointer pointing to that location. This is a way we are implementing how to organize or access the files in the system. Thank you. This is about the access methods of the files. So next we'll see the remaining part of the syllabus in the next lecture. Thank you.